Today we shall study the topic immunity, but firstly we will study lymphatic system as it is related to immunity. What is happen? Blood when enters into capillaries, obviously it is having some pressure which is called as blood pressure. And as we know, the blood capillaries are composed of a single layer of cells which is called as endometrial layer. So what will happen when the blood passes through these capillaries with a pressure? Some of the material will be oozing out of these capillaries and it will be accumulating in the spaces between cells, and this is called as interstitial fluid. It will be called as interstitial fluid. Interstitial mean present between the spaces. So what will happen? A lot of vital substances are also present in this interstitial fluid. If it is allowed to accumulate into the tissue spaces and it is not transferred back to the blood, most of the vital substances will be lost, and moreover the tissue spaces will be filled with the fluid. So there is a system which is meant for the transfer of this interstitial fluid back to our circulatory system, blood circulatory system, and that is called as lymphatic system. So what will happen when the interstitial fluid is present in these interstices of tissues? The lymph capillaries will collect this interstitial fluid, and when this interstitial fluid will enter into lymph capillaries, it is, for example, a lymph capillary, it will be called as lymph. Now the lymph capillaries will join to form the lymph vessels, and the lymph vessels will be ultimately opening into our vein, hepatic portal vein. So what will happen when they will open into our venous system? All of the circulatory fluid which oozed out of our blood capillaries will be returned to our blood circulatory system. I have also made a lymph node. Lymph nodes are basically collections of cells. Nodes mean they will be rounded in shape. And what are they mean for? Here the lymph is filtered. There are a large number of immune cells which will kill the pathogens or the parasites which are present in this interstitial fluid, and ultimately the clarified blood will be entered into our circulatory system. So this was the passage through the lymphatic system. Interstitial fluid enters into lymph capillaries which will next join to form lymphatic vessels, and ultimately they will be opening into our venous system, so that the fluid is again returned to our circulatory system, blood circulatory system. Next we will start our topic, that is the immunity. So what is the immunity? Immunity basically is our body's capacity to firstly recognize any foreign material or harmful material, and then mobilization of its systems, its passageways to um, deactivate or either destroy that foreign particle or foreign material. Remember one thing, not everything that is foreign or that is being deactivated or being destroyed by our immune system is harmful. Our immunity can be of two types. It can be non-specific defense or the specific defense. But firstly, it can be a first line of defense. First line of defense means the soldiers which are at front, which will be fighting at front, means like our skin. It is continuously combating our mucoid surfaces, our external immune procedures that will be destroying the parasites or foreign particles first. Second line of defense is the internal immunity, basically the internal organs or internal systems which are involved in immunity, and they will be destroying the particles which somehow gain entry into our body. So the immunity can be either by the non-specific defense mechanism or the specific defense mechanism. Today we shall only study the non-specific defense mechanism. Non-specific defense mechanism mean there will be no specification. The immune systems or the immune procedures involved in non-specific defense will be killing every particle, every parasite, every pathogen which they recognize to be foreign. So there will be no specification, no differentiation. First thing that is involved in non-specific defense, it is our skin as an organ is the largest organ of our body, and it is a first line of defense. It basically kills most of the pathogens and the bacteria which try to gain entry into our body. It basically it is having glands which secrete some kind of secretions. Moreover, our skin is firstly it is acidic. Its pH is from 3 to 5. The pH of skin is from 3 to 5, which is acidic, and it is